Hi, it's Bailey, and this is going to be my last challenge of 2020. I look a little ridiculous because I got my hair redone today, so I have blue like all on my skin. So if you're noticing that, yes, I know it's there, but it's what we're working with today. So what I want to do at the end of the year, I realized I'm so close to hitting these challenges, and I am a Book of the Month member. I enjoy the service. I get it every month. And they have 3 2020 reading challenges, and I've actually already completed one. But the 3 challenges are to read 12 Book of the Month books throughout the year, 5 genres, and 3 debuts from their service. And so I've actually already completed the genres. I have read literary fiction, horror, romance, thriller, mystery, and fantasy. So I have 6 of 5 genres, but I only have 1 of 3 debuts and 8 of 12 books. So essentially my goal here is to read 4 more of my Book of the Month books, and I need to make 2 of those be debuts. And the first one I'm going to start with is actually a book I already started in November, I think it was, and it is The Guest List by Lucy Foley. And I'm basically going to go with that first because I did already start it, and just this morning I went back and read like the previous 2 chapters, and I think I'm good to go. I don't think I need to start it over. It's only been like maybe not even a month since I started it and put it aside, so I'm gonna finish that first. But then I knew I needed debuts. None of the ones that I currently had unread were debuts, so I ordered my box this month and purposely picked books that were debuts, and I think all 3 of the books that I got are debuts. Okay, so here's what I got this month. The first one was actually my pick for the month, and I picked People Like Her by Ellery Lloyd. I'm pretty sure this is a thriller based around some sort of like influencer. So it sounds like it's going to be kind of a commentary on like how much we share online, and based on the synopsis, I think it talks a lot about being a parent and an influencer, but I'm not sure like what the suspense or thrilling thing is in this. Like I'm not sure what is happening, but I'm very much looking forward to this, and it's not a very long one. Oh, and this one came with a little postcard that says "Merry Everything, thanks for sticking with us through 2020," and it's a bunch of cute like stickers. That's cute. But the next book I picked was one of the nominees for the Book of the Year that I've been interested in. I know as a Book of the Month member I will be able to pick one of the finalists for the Book of the Year, but I picked up The Girl with the Louding Voice, and I have heard such great things about this one as well. I think this is a literary fiction, and I think it follows a Nigerian girl going through school, and it's like a coming of age story, but this has gotten really good reviews, so another one I definitely wanted to pick up. And then this next one I actually passed up on when it was the pick for the month, but since then I've been hearing such good things, and it's just a story I'm interested now that I've heard more about it. And so I picked up Winter Counts, and this is another one I'm very excited for. I think this is a native author, and it's a thriller set like on a reservation, and it's like a crime fiction. It sounds like it deals kind of almost with the cartel. I'm not sure exactly. I don't like to go into books with full synopsises, but this one has been catching my eye, and so for this video I am probably going to be picking The Guest List by Lucy Foley. And then I'm going to read People Like Her by Ellery Lloyd. Then I'm going to actually pass on Winter Counts until the new year. So I'm going to pick up The Girl with the Louding Voice as my final debut that I will need. And then I actually still do have Beach Read by Emily Henry, which I think I'm going to use as my 4th book. I do have a couple other options, so if I change my mind, that happens. But for now, my goal to finish would be to get 2 debuts. I would be reading The Girl with the Louding Voice and People Like Her. And then just to get 2 more books to get to 12, I'm going to do The Guest List and Beach Read. So that's where we're headed with this vlog. I thought I better check in because I am in bed reading The Guest List tonight. And I'm planning on making quite a bit of progress. So right now I'm almost to the halfway point and still no like crime or anything has occurred, which the plot of this is basically there's a wedding at a like secluded island. And so we've just been getting like introduced to who everyone is. You get, I think there's quite a few perspectives in this. I want to say 5, but it might not be exactly 5. And still like nothing has happened. We're like approaching the wedding day. Not sure where it's going, but yeah. Also there's a character that I thought was a boy until the last chapter I just read, and now I'm pretty sure it's a girl. So I don't know, but yeah, I'm hoping to make quite a bit of progress in this, and I think that it is still like, there's no way to judge if I'm going to enjoy this thriller yet or not, because I don't even know what, I'm pretty sure somebody goes missing or dies. I don't even know who it is, let alone then who to suspect after the fact. So, right. So I do actually have today off of work. Also, if you think I have no circulation to my hands, I just wash my hair. So they're fine. My back is the same way. But yeah, I do have today off of work, but I took it off to get stuff done at home, like basically complete all of our Christmas gifts, wrap gifts. I was originally supposed to be like really cleaning up downstairs and putting all of our furniture back, but Chris does still have to like sand down our mantle and stain it, so he's gonna be making a mess again. So I'll probably clean it up a little, but not as much as I was originally planning on. But yeah, I'm excited to have a day off, but unfortunately it's not completely for reading. I will probably read more today than I would have otherwise. But last night I did make really good progress in The Guest List, and I only have like just over 100 pages left, so I'll definitely finish that and start something else today. So Huck and I just went to Starbucks. He got his puppuccino, I got my coffee, but I came back and my packages came, which my packages never come this early. My packages usually come at like 4 p.m. and it's only like not even 10 a.m. right now. But I got one, I took it out of the box, but I ordered like a ceramic like vase kind of pot that I'm hoping my bookmarks will fit in, so I can like put them on my shelf with my bookmarks in it. But we're gonna open it and see what it looks like. I need to find scissors. Alright, they meant business with that bubble wrap. But it is like not quite the size I was expecting. I was thinking this wasn't gonna be square and that it would be more rectangular, so that like a bookmark didn't take like would lay, but it's still gonna be like cute with them in there. So it'll work, and it is like, it goes with the vibe of this room. So that's what I got today. The lighting isn't going to be great here, but it's what we're working with. It's fine. But I did just finish The Guest List by Lucy Foley, and I ended up giving this 2.5 stars. I don't think this is bad. It just wasn't what I look for in thrillers. And I would very much compare this to One by One by Ruth Ware, in terms of they're both like set in an isolated setting. You're following multiple people trying to figure out who is suspicious. My biggest issue with this is that I really wasn't interested at all until like the last 50 pages, and then it picked up, but it was like too late for me to care. But this actually did what I thought One by One was doing. I would describe this as, throughout, it doesn't really feel like a thriller. It's just a lot of very unlikable character. It felt like a soap opera. Like, I was thinking that the whole time, that it just seemed overly dramatic with the cliffhangers and what was happening, and it was, yeah, just overly dramatic. So unfortunately it didn't completely work for me, but it was a short, quick read, and I still think that this would land for a lot of other people, and I know that it has, so take what I say with a grain of salt, I guess. But what I'm going to start next actually is Beach Read, because Smutathon starts tomorrow, and I asked if this is smutty, and basically everyone said like yes but not really. But I'm gonna make it work as my first read for that, so I can kind of, you know, carry it in, because I want to start something today but I don't want to have to like stop in the middle of something, so this will work for both, kind of, apparently. We'll see if it's smutty or not. Okay, I'm back. I know to you it feels like 2 seconds, but I haven't filmed for this in 5 days. So it's now Christmas Eve. I did like read other things, so I'm back just like where I was with beach read. I have just over 100 pages left, like 120, so I'm gonna sit down this morning and finish this so I can get to the next one. In my mind, because I have a 4-day weekend right now, I don't go back to work till Monday, and we're not doing much for Christmas, so I'm kind of hoping I can finish this challenge this weekend and have like, I might read something else but have like a good break before the new year, so I can go into the new year excited. I'm still trying to think if I want to do like something on New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. We'll see what happens, but today I'm reading Beach Read, and then I am probably going to start The Girl with the Louding Voice, because that one's longer than People Like Her. Okay, so I just finished Beach Read by Emily Henry, and I think I'm going to give this 3 stars. The beginning I liked more than the end. I think the further we got into it, there was more like cringe-worthy moments than the beginning, when I was thinking it was a little cuter and like here for it. And I just think some stuff was handled in like a too easy kind of way. Like it was explained in the easiest way to make like the conflict be like, okay, that's fine. Like we're gonna have a happy ending, so this needs, like all the heavy topics that were being dealt with were just like, oh, we need to fix that in like the easiest way possible. So that's just kind of how I'm feeling through the end of this. So like I said, it's like a 3-star book because it was fun, I got through it, but in reflection, it's not like the best thing ever. So I'm gonna go to my book of the month app and rate it and see where that puts us. I have to find it. Beach Read. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to my bookshelf, and I now have 10 of 12 books done. I'm still at 6 of 5 genres, and neither of these first 2 books were my debuts. So now I just need to read the debut books that I have left. And like I said, I think I'm gonna go with The Girl with the Louding Voice. I'll go grab it. And so I'm gonna start this next today. Not sure how far I'll get. This book is, looks like it's like 366 pages long. So like I said, if I can get pretty far in this today and finish it tomorrow, that would be ideal. Hello, I am a liar, but I have done decently well. It is the 26th now, so it's the day after Christmas, and I have been reading The Girl with the Louding Voice. I'm on page like 240. I think there's like 360-ish pages in the book, and I'm loving it so far. It is super good. It's basically about a young girl. I think she's 14 at the start of the book. She might have been 13 at the start of the book. And they live in a poor like village in Nigeria, and she really wants to get her education, and it's basically about like her struggle to get educated as a woman in that society. And it is a lot of talk about like women are not worth anything to their parents, and they're basically just used for what is referenced as like their bride price, like what they can be sold to for a husband. And it's been really good so far. I mean, I'm further than that, like more things are happening that would be considered spoilers, but yeah, I just think it's a good message, and I'm hoping that she can persevere and get educated by any means possible, and she seems like that's what she's trying to do. So I'm hoping to finish that today, and then I could still potentially start People Like Her today. This, 5 stars. It was really, really good. Honestly, like the first thing in kind of like the literary fiction genre that I've loved this much in a while. But overall, like her education ends up being like to her, what it means to her to get an education is to, you know, better her future, and she wants to be a teacher, so she wants just the future of women and like her legacy to be better than the past. And the message was just really good and inspiring. And I actually watched a few interviews with the author, I believe it's pronounced Abi Dare, after I just finished the book, to hear her talk about the main character in this book and about like just her thought behind the characterization in this book, and I thought it was amazing. So if you haven't read that one yet, I definitely would recommend it. But now I only have one more book I need to read to finish these challenges, and it is People Like Her by Ellery Lloyd. And I'm not sure if I'm going to start it tonight. I did tell Chris we're probably going to have dinner now, play some games, and watch some TV together. Hello. Today I basically decided I don't want to. So I have been reading a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to push myself to finish it today. Basically, this morning my 4th bookshelf got delivered, so Chris put it together, and I've spent the morning like putting my books on it. So I'll show you guys that, but I am like 80 pages into People Like Her by Ellery Lloyd, and it is interesting so far. Basically, we're following 3 perspectives, which is the main girl Emmy, who is the influencer, and then we are following her husband and like someone who is stalking her. And it has talked a lot about like how much you show of your children online. So yeah, that's basically all I know right now. That's probably all I'll be able to tell in a thriller. It is like suspenseful so far, like nothing has happened, but because you're getting the perspective of the person stalking her, it is just like impending doom, you know? Like the more they find out, it's creepy. So I'm enjoying it, but I am like now in a cleaning mood, so I should probably take that as it comes and follow my gut there today, or it never gets done. But I will show you my shelves quick. So this room isn't super clean, and I did like dust everything for this, but I didn't clean like the top at all. But yeah, so I had the 3, and so now I have number 4. And I organized them. The ones facing out are my most recent like 5-star reads, and then the 2 bottom shelves here are like my TBR shelves. So that's what it looks like now. Okay, for real, look at me. I'm finishing this tonight. I have to, because I do want, like I said, a little bit of a break before the new year. So I really just want to power through. I think I have like 3 hours left and be done tonight and finish this challenge. I just got out of the bath, if I look a little like rosy, sweaty, but I am getting much further into this, and I just wanted to kind of update how I'm feeling. This is feeling very much like a commentary on like Instagram isn't real life, or like what people post isn't true or accurate. But I'm also feeling more of like an impending doom with the like couple than like the stalker timeline. So I can't really gauge if I'm enjoying it or not. I think this is a thriller that is completely going to depend on the twist on the end, if I like what happens. I think the writing is like mediocre at best, but this could be going somewhere, or it could be like a super dud for me as of right now. I have like less than 100 pages left, so like an hour and a half, and I should be done. I really hate the Instagrammer, the mom who is like the influencer. Not a fan. I think I'm gonna have a meltdown as we speak right now. Firstly, I finished this book and I hate it. It's terrible. It's gross. Don't like it. First, I'm gonna give some major like trigger warnings for this, of like death of a child in every way, abortion, like co-sleeping death, and then like small spoiler here, but I mean large spoiler here, but don't read this book. Like the whole plot line of the stalker, they're not trying to get revenge on like the parents, they're actively trying to take revenge on their child, which just like not here for it. It wasn't good. It wasn't done well. Didn't like any of the characters, didn't like what happened. Yuck. And then I went to log into the book of the month to log this as my last book that I needed for the 2020 challenge, and everything updated to the 2021 prompts. So you can get your January 2021 books now, and also the reading challenges is started over fresh for 2021. So I'm like, do none of my books count? Did I miss this by a day? So that's frustrating. It's the next day and I was able to quick get a screenshot that I finished the challenge, and I also did end up with one more genre completed through this with contemporary fiction for the girl with the louding voice. So I was able to get that, and I was also able to still get the prize. So my little freak out last night that I couldn't see that is better today. But yeah, I did just finish the challenge. Hopefully I can mend that so it can be considered completed. I think you do get some sort of prize for completing it. So if I screwed that up, whoops. But yes, I did complete the challenge. Unfortunately, I didn't love this book. I didn't love the guest list. I didn't love people like her. I really, really loved the girl with the louding voice. And Beach Read was like kind of middle of the road for me. So overall, I think the challenge was a good challenge. This is about my track history with my enjoyment of my book of the month books. I can probably also pull that up. Like my overall book of the month stats, I have loved 8 books, liked 8 books, and disliked 5. So it's definitely not a service that I'm absolutely loving every single book I pick, but it is like those are books I picked that I ended up disliking anyway. I could have picked different books those months. So yeah, that's kind of an anticlimactic end to this vlog. Let me know if you liked this, and let me know down below if you are a book of the month member, and I will see you guys all very soon. Bye.